The advice and opinions expressed by the host of Autism Live and her guests are meant solely as suggestion and should not be in any way construed as child-specific advice. The Center for Autism and Related Disorders advises working with a board-certified behavior analyst who has experience with autism before starting any intensive behavioral intervention. Any choices you make in determining your child's treatment are completely at your own discretion.
Good afternoon and welcome to Autism Live in the afternoon for this very special series that we're doing just this week. I'm here with Dr. Doreen Graham-Pichet. So thrilled to have you back again today. She's been spending so much time with me today, this poor woman. But this is our favorite hour of the day because for the next hour, Dr. Graham-Pichet and I are going to be showing you some people and talking with some people that we know to be heroes, real live heroes. They happen to be card heroes. And this is an amazing group of people. Is it not, Dr. Graham-Pichet?
Absolutely right. It's just, these are our amazing heroes who are going above and beyond and pushing through and motivating others and just being incredible, positive beings right now.
Yeah, we just can't get enough of this. And we've already had a viewer who's written in and said, this is my Netflix binge. And I love that. I'm like, I'm right with you. This hour makes me happy. This is the third day that we're doing this, and we're only doing it for these 5 days during Card Spirit Week. But man, is it uplifting to be here, to be talking with these people. And for those who are just joining us for the first time, because you've heard about this and you're like, I want to see what the fuss is about. The Center for Autism and Related Disorders is an amazing organization that was founded by Dr. Graham-Pichet. Who better than her to be here and celebrate these young people? And these are folks that are every day and have been now for 30 years going out into the public and helping individuals on the autism spectrum to make very miraculous changes in lots of lives. I happen to know firsthand because my son was a client at CARD for 5 years and they changed our lives. They saved our lives. So I get emotional. I'm trying not to, but I know how amazing these folks are. I know this incredible place that Dr. Graham-Pichet has built and created. And now to see this place go through this COVID emergency is like, there are no words, Dr. Graham-Pichet, to see these young people and how heroic and courageous and brave they have been.
Yeah, I agree, Shannon. I think it's a testament to all of the people that come together to make CARD. You know, I have said for many years that I'm very blessed and lucky that I often get to be the face of this organization, and it is so much more than I ever imagined that it would be, but it really is about all of these people who are every day doing something so incredible and positive to change someone else's life. And it all comes together and it's incredible.
And meaningful, and like I said, life-changing. And that, by the way, that doesn't stop because of a pandemic emergency. And, you know, one of the things that we've had to educate the public about is not our community, but the larger public, is that ABA services, applied behavior analysis, which is what CARD does with individuals on the spectrum, it is considered a medical necessity. So even in this emergency, you know, they've said who essential workers are, and people like that work in a grocery store, they're essential workers. But being a medically necessary treatment, that's a different level. And they're on a level with nurses and people working in a dialysis center. People need to continue their care, even if it isn't COVID related. And extra precautions have to be taken, and everybody has to be aware and feel comfortable. But a lot of these young people are still seeing children one-on-one, and they have been so instrumental also in helping to create this telehealth surge that is happening all over this country. families that are saying, we can maximize our therapy by doing telehealth and not putting somebody at risk. And we're very excited to be sharing all kinds of news about that as well. It is a frightening time, but there are exciting things happening because so many brilliant minds are putting their best efforts in to make sure that individuals get the help and the need that they and services that they need. So Dr. Granpeesheh, should we, and I've got a dog that's barking and I apologize, but it's all part of working isolation distance, right? Should we welcome our first hero?
Absolutely. Yes, please.
Okay, so Jordan Treece is joining us right now. And Jordan is an assistant supervisor at the Atascadero office. And as soon as we get Jordan with their camera up and their mic on, they were nominated by, there's Jordan. But it's good. Hi, welcome to the show.
It's good to be here. Thank you.
Oh, that's so nice to have you, Jordan. That's awesome.
Jordan, yes, thank you so much for being here. You are a true card hero, and I want you to know, I'm going to read what a family wrote about you. And everyone who is featured on the show was nominated by either staff or by family, and both are fabulous, I got to say. But when a family in all of this emergency puts everything down to talk nice about you, to talk nice behind your back, it's extra sparkly. I just got to say. So you have a family who said about you, Jordan has been our child's main therapist since the beginning of our journey with CARD. He has been a key person to our child's progress and success as he follows CARD protocols to the T, teaching our child the skills he needed along with a way to learn, grow, and develop with kindness, patience, and compassion. He is willing to go far beyond and above in his daily work, always committed and hardworking. Jordan has shared his knowledge with all our family with professionalism, always listening to my child and to us, providing solutions and ways to make through situations better in difficult times. His insight of knowing how to respond to our child and guide our kid has always been fantastic. Jordan is engaged in finding ways to connect and bond with him, and their conversations about planets and the universe, to strange bugs, or the latest bosses in Mario boss games or Pokemon's figures. It's just amazing. We are profoundly grateful to have Jordan as our therapist as he touched and transformed our lives. Jordan, woo, you're fantastic.
Wow.
That's really nice to hear. Just amazing compliments. Thank you.
Jordan, I want to add on to that, and I want to thank you, because honestly, when I hear words like that, and I agree with Shannon, it's I guess it's doubly touching when a family writes in about you. But all what they've written is so incredible, and they've specifically used words that happen to actually be part of our vision and our mission and our values, you know. So like the fact that you are such a compassionate person and that you listen to them and you listen to their child and you give them the time to express themselves, and then you take care of their needs, and you're professional and you're coming up with solutions. All of that is what I dream and hope for every person at CARD. So thank you so much, Jordan, for truly being the embodiment of the Cardian that I wished for. It's really wonderful for us to have you on this show and be able to shed some light on your amazingness. Thank you.
Yeah, and thank you so much for the kind words. It's always great to hear from a family and just all the positivity that's going on in this time, especially with all the transitions that have been going on in our lives. So, you know, it's just really great to hear. And yeah, I'm very happy to be here. And thank you again. That's just very wonderful to hear.
So Shannon, Jordan is a ASUP, which means that he is an assistant supervisor. And as I've said before, the assistant supervisors are some of the hardest working folks we have at CARD, because they are somewhat sort of in between the behavior tech and the supervisor. So most of our ASUPs are packed solid. They have many, many hours of work that they're doing, and they help a lot of families, and they help our BTs, and they're assisting our supervisors. So they are some of our most valuable people. So Jordan, how are you managing everything, and how has your life changed over the last month or so since we've all been kind of at home, and how are you functioning now?
Yeah, I mean, it's been quite a change of pace. I definitely miss hanging out with my kids at the center, and I definitely miss my staff right now because a lot of them right now are, they're with family and making sure that everybody's safe. So, my thoughts and prayers go out to them. The biggest transition has really been actually a lot of this contact with the iPad and being able to keep contact with people and just keeping up to date with everybody. And it's good for me now because more of our kids are coming back and we're starting to see more people in telehealth. So I'm very excited to see more and more of them start to have more sessions with us again. It's really a great thing to see.
That's interesting. All right, so you're seeing that families after the first few weeks are kind of settling in and now like coming back and saying, okay, I'm willing to try some telehealth now.
Yeah. We're even able to start scheduling a couple little bits for even some of our kids that we really didn't think it was going to be a part of the picture because of their needs, but we were able to make it happen. So I'm really happy to see them more and more frequently and be able to make sure that, everything at home is as stable as possible for them.
I keep hearing these stories about how amazing you guys are when you're doing telehealth, that you're employing everything, that you're putting crazy hats on, you're creating crazy things behind you and having puppets and stuff. And I want to see video of this, Dr. Grant-Boucher. I want to put a video together of you guys doing your crazy thing. Jordan, do you do anything crazy to keep the kids' attention while you're doing telehealth? Have you tried that yet?
Oh yeah, there's a couple tricks I've been using. For all the staff out there, the best trick is pets. All the little ones have been loving to see my animals all over the place, and so me and my girlfriend have a couple of costumes and whatnot, and we'll get them dressed up and like have like a little thing and whatnot. It's just something fun for the kids to keep them engaged.
That's so nice. That's wonderful. And how are you doing yourself? I'm glad that you're with your girlfriend, so you're not alone. And how are you coping personally? Everything okay with you?
Yeah, everything's going great. It's just one of those things where I'm just more thinking about everybody that I usually see on a daily basis, and I haven't gotten to see them yet. So, I'm really worried about them and making sure that everything's going smooth for them. But yeah, I'm very fortunate right now. I'm very blessed to have just a very comfortable living situation with some great friends, and my family's safe and everything else. So, I couldn't ask for anything more. It's been a really great transition into this kind of hard time. So
I gotta say, with this lighting, Jordan, you look like you're in heaven. Doesn't he look like an angel in heaven? And it's just, and you've got such a way about you, Jordan. You're like an angel talking to us from heaven.
I find, Shannon, that whenever you talk to someone who is like Jordan, very focused on just others and helping others and giving to others, they tend to have fewer worries about themselves. And so, Jordan, congratulations for being such an amazing person. You're just changing so many lives and helping so many people right now. And it's really a pleasure for us to be able to just talk to you for a few minutes and thank you and just tell you to keep going, because it's people like you, Jordan, who set the trend and produce a kind of synergy and energy for all of the other guardians to follow. So thank you very much.
Yes, thank you for being a card hero, and thank you for all that you're doing.
Yes, thank you so much. And again, it's been a pleasure to be on and be able to meet with you guys. It was an absolute blast. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye, Jordan.
Bye-bye.
What an amazing, amazing young man. And so clearly making a difference in families' lives and in all of our lives. Truly incredible.
For me also, Shannon, to meet all these folks that I normally would not, because we're now, at 7,000 and staff. So it's kind of lovely for me to put a face to all these amazing folks.
And especially these rock stars, my goodness. Okay, so our next hero is Damian Carrera Jr. He's a behavioral therapist, and he's going to be joining us from the Hartsdale office, another family nomination. And I'll wait. There's Damian.
Great background, Damian. There you go.
Damian, that's too wonderful. We'll have to talk about the background here in a second, but welcome to Autism Live. And thank you for being with us, Damian, and for being a card hero.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
We're thrilled to have you.
joined us, Damian. I see you're in Hartsdale, so you're in New York.
Yeah.
Which must be tough. Must be tough.
Yeah. I live in Yonkers, but yeah, I work at the Hartsdale office. Yeah.
I see.
Well, and Damian, you were nominated as a card hero from a family, and we've been saying it's always, it's lovely to be acknowledged by your peers, but there's something extra special when a family shouts out about you. And that you had a family who said that you are just awesome, that you picked up their child's case without a hitch and have done amazing things, and they thank you so much, and they wanted us to say to you, good job. And so we do, Damian, good job, and thank you for being such a hero.
Thank you. That's so nice.
So, Damian, tell us a little bit about yourself. How long have you been at CARD? And also tell us, are you doing in-home services or mostly telehealth now? Tell us how your life is going.
So I've been working at CARD now for, I think, 5 or 6 months now. I started in October. Yeah, I'm a BT3 now. It's been awesome. It's been a great experience. I've been wanting to do this since high school. And I didn't know that there was such an opportunity at CARD to do it with such, with not a lot of experience, but with such great training and everything that you guys provide. So it's just been an awesome experience. And, it's been a little bit tough here in New York. Obviously, we've been hit pretty hard with the virus and everything. I've been doing all telehealth sessions. I haven't done any home sessions because, it's been so, difficult here and everything. But, I think it's been pretty effective, and I think it's been working. And I'm happy that we're able to provide the service the way we have been able to.
Absolutely. And that's wonderful. It's actually pretty incredible. First of all, congrats to you, because just having been here since October and you're already a BT3 tells me that you're amazing. That's a really short period of time to move up that fast. So good for you, Damian, and congrats. That's really awesome. And also, I mean, I can see that already you are making such a difference in the lives of some of the families that they are writing into us and nominating you during this time. So let me ask you, what got you into this? You said that you were interested from the time you were in high school. What brought you to us? That's so terrific.
Yeah, so it's pretty awesome because I have an older brother who's autistic, and just growing up with him, and as I was growing up, I knew that he was different than I was, but I didn't really understand the things that he went through. And then in high school, I would speak to my dad, and he started to explain to me a little bit more of what he goes through, and how life kind of works for him. And when my dad told me that, and when he explained it all to me, it just inspired me. I was I just have to help people like this, and I just want to be a part of their lives and be able to make a difference in their lives, because I see how much of a difference we can make in their lives if we provide them with the right kind of therapy, because I see the difference in my brother's life, and it was just really inspiring for me. So I just love it.
That's amazing. Shannon, you're going to have to take this one over because I'm about to lose it.
I know, I'm crying, Damian. Damian, it's I just want to spend time with people like you and you, because you're amazing and you are inspirational. You are the kind of person that makes us all go, okay, we're all going to be okay. Because if there are people like you in the world, we're all going to be okay. And I have to get back to how we started, because in the last interview, we were talking about how you guys have been so inventive with the things that you do. And you came on camera and there was some sort of car behind you. Tell us the 411 on this. What are you up to?
So I have a kiddo who my first session with him, he was playing with his toy cars, and he was kind of really distracted with them. So I pulled up a picture of a car that looked like the one that he was playing with, and I just had it behind me, and that got his attention. So I've been using it a lot with him, and it's been working. And I had just had session with him previously, and I forgot to take the background.
That's terrific. That's awesome. See, Shannon, I just wonder, like, we're trying to gather a list of ideas. We don't need to give them ideas. Look at these amazing people and their incredible ideas to keep the kids engaged. That's awesome.
I love it.
That's
It's
terrific.
just absolutely amazing. Amazing.
Well,
And
kudos
yeah.
to you, Damian. Sorry, Shannon, I don't mean to interrupt you. I just want to say thank you so much, Damian. What an amazing contribution you're making to the lives of so many people around you. And believe me, you are making a huge difference. And it's always being a sibling gives you a different level of understanding of what this is and what the family goes through. So at this really incredibly difficult time, how blessed are we all to have someone like you contributing to the lives of our families and our kids and to CARD, because I'm sure that others also look at you and think, wow, this is great. I can do the same thing. So thank you sincerely, Damian. You are a CARD hero, and I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And I just want to say, we've had some viewers join us late and they're like, he's amazing. Who is he? I just want to let you, and they're saying thank you to you, and you speak so beautifully. And they said, thank you, Damian. So Damian is a behavioral therapist who works for CARD. He's a CARD hero out of the Hartsdale office in New York. And we hope that you're staying safe in New York. We know that it's, and they want you to move to California, Damian. You have people in Australia that want you to come there too. Look at this. Started a movement, Damian.
This is one of the good things about CARD. You can move around and we'll still connect you with the family. That's awesome.
Next week, that we'll be back, and I won't be hosting the show. It'll be Damian. You see, that's how it works.
With the car in the background.
The car in the background. Damian, we adore you, and so does the world. You are a hero. Thanks for spending this time with us.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Damian.
Thank you, Damian. Okay, I'm having too much fun.
What terrific two people we've interviewed so far. I love it. It's just amazing.
Yes. But now we're going to switch it up a little bit, because we need to talk about some of our heroes that really, really go unsung. And the next hero that I want to bring into us is Isaac Hernandez-Penaloza. And he's going to have to tell me if I've pronounced his name wrong. And he is one of our IT tech heroes at CARD. And I am so excited. We're going to get his camera up and running. He's a tech person, so he has to be able to figure that out. There he is. There is Isaac. And Isaac, as he's getting himself up and running, I just want to say that Isaac was nominated internally by staff. And I'm one of the staff that has had the fortune to work with Isaac. Isaac, can you hear us yet?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Wonderful. It was like, if the IT guy can't get the sound working, we're
yeah, there's definitely issues at that point.
Right, we have bigger issues. But Isaac, you are a CARD hero, because you are one of the people who has worked so hard to keep the wheels on. As I saw, 3 weeks ago, when so many people were moving home, and so there was so much that was happening in 5 minutes, and the support that we have all needed in order to make this show happen and to make it possible for us to communicate with people. Isaac has been one of the people on the front lines. He is always kind and considerate and helpful and professional. Isaac, we really are excited that you're able to be here with us so that we can acknowledge you as a CARD hero.
Thank you for having me.
And welcome, Isaac. What a pleasure it is to have you. And thank you so much. As Shannon was saying before you were connecting with us, Isaac, that often people don't realize how much work goes on in the background of allowing the rest of all of CARD to actually do the work that we're doing, and over the last few days, we've been bringing on the show and honoring a lot of the folks who are using telehealth. And that is all possible because of everything that you guys are doing on the background and fixing things for us. And I can tell you, Shannon, that Isaac is part of a team that just made miracles happen in the first week of this kind of, for the period of time that we all had to start working from home. In 1 week, they managed to, not only were they themselves transferring to home service, the home, working from home, all of them, but they also then made sure that all our staff have Zoom accounts. And of course, I can't tell you the number of technical issues they must be dealing with over 6,000 people out there on technology, right, Isaac?
It happens, yeah.
So tell us how your life has changed, Isaac. How are you doing, and how does it feel working from home? What do you do most of the day? Are you just dealing with people's problems all day?
Yeah, so we go through a lot of the help desk tickets people submit, and just any phone calls with any issue that anybody may have. I definitely can't say I enjoy working from home. I guess the main reason would be I don't get to see the team every day.
Yeah.
And they're just a great group of people that, I miss them.
Yeah.
Well, and they miss you too. Traven, who is the producer for our show, has even written in and said, I would also like to praise Isaac. So I don't want to leave that out. Traven, thank you, Traven, because I know we've leaned into you for a lot in order to make this show happen in a very quick span of time. So thank you for everything that you're doing. During that, Dr. Granpeesheh, I know you had more questions.
I just wanted to say, Isaac, it must feel good as a technician. I'm a non-techie person here, so it must feel good to be on calls with people who've submitted their help desk tickets, which is basically for our viewers. This is our system of requesting help from our IT department, and to be able to solve their problems. It must be so nice to do that all day long. I completely understand that you miss your pals, because that is a fun department down there. And hopefully pretty soon you'll all be together again. And in the meantime, I'm guessing you guys might do some social Zoom activities as well to keep yourselves going.
Yeah, we haven't started those yet, but I guess it's an idea.
An option, huh? We really appreciate it, Isaac. Honestly, I wanted to make sure that I get you were nominated, and I want to thank you, because you must be helping so many people that they are very specifically coming back and saying, hey, Isaac is standing out in the crowd right now, and just reaching out and helping everyone. I really appreciate it. It's not easy going back to back and calling just numbers and people and looking up their issues. Are you with your family yourself, and are you doing well personally?
I'm doing well. I actually don't live with my family, but they're doing fine too.
Oh,
everyone's staying quarantined and trying to stay healthy.
Amazing.
That's great. That's wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Isaac. You are one of our heroes for sure. And we really appreciate having you on the show so we can kind of show off our wonderful IT department as well.
Thank you for the invite.
Thank you so much, Isaac. Thanks for being a card hero and keeping us up and running.
No problem.
We appreciate it. Take care. Bye-bye. And honestly, I don't know what we would have done without that IT department. Talk about a group of people who got very willing to be very flexible, very, very overnight.
Yeah, when you say, when we say it takes a village, that's part of our village. These are the folks who hold it up hold the company up, and there's so many of them doing these kinds of things, from admissions, authorizations, all of IT, even the billing, and everyone, and they never really get that much recognition. So I'm really glad we had a nomination for Isaac, and hopefully we'll have some others from those departments.
We do have another IT person coming up in just a few minutes, but not quite yet. Next up is the fabulous Laura Smith, who is coming to us from Santa Barbara, and she is a CMD. And Dr. Granpeesheh, you're going to have to explain to everybody what that is. But we're excited to welcome Laura Smith to the show. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hello. Welcome.
Well, we're better because you're here and you're a card hero. So thank you for being here.
Thank you guys. It's so emotional this week. I almost cried when I saw the little invite. I was like, oh my gosh. So thank you.
I've been crying because I just love getting to meet all you guys. And I want you to know that you also are another person that your nomination came from a family, and they had the highest praise for you because they say that you are just amazing and that we love her. And you got a family saying that about you. Next time I see you, we're gonna sprinkle fairy dust on you because that's extra special, fabulous. Okay, But so Dr. Grandpichet was going to, because I don't even know what a CMD is. I'm hoping.
CMD, Shannon, is a clinical manager designee, and that is wonderful because that means that Laura is about to become a full clinical manager for our Santa Barbara site. And that is a very big responsibility because ultimately she will now be responsible for pretty much all of the programming, the clinical programming that takes place in that site. So our CMDs, our clinical managers, look at all the cases, they work with all the other supervisors and they assist and guide them and answer their questions, and they're involved with training, and they're the people who make our clinical work excellent. So thank you, Laura.
Yes, of course. It's a fun job. I love it.
So Laura, how are you doing with all the changes that have happened? How's your clinic doing and how are you doing?
Good. I think that I was just talking to some families this morning, and every week has its own challenges. You know, we're adapting week by week as the information comes in. But in a funny way, I think this week there's a little bit more sense of calm just in, all right, we know what position we're in. We know how we're going to start delivering these services. And so, yeah, I think it's a little bit easier to cope this week. We got our game plan, and now we're going back to the work that we know how to do together. And my families, I think, I've just been so humbled by this. Someone, you know, reaching out and saying that they're grateful, but they're just putting so much trust in us in this really new situation. And I feel like they've been open to kind of letting us help them navigate this, which ultimately means that they're trusting us. So that's been really great. And we're just focusing on whatever each family needs. We're spending lots of Zoom time together, and it's been great.
How well said, Laura. How excellent you are. Honestly, you said it perfectly. And it is very true that it takes a lot of trust. This is all new to everyone. And I know that Shannon and I talk to families outside of CARD as well. And we hear there's a lot of fear involved with using this modality. A lot of the families don't really want to do anything that would evoke challenging behavior in the home. We're not there a lot of times. And so I just want to commend you because I know that it's also very hard to stay positive and talk to different people and try to guide them and urge them to try this and to just keep going and to be as lovely and positive energy as you are right now.
Thank you. Yeah, I think Santa Barbara's grown over the last couple of years so much, and we've kind of got to grow together. So we've been talking about that a lot. Like, okay, this is just a new thing that we haven't done yet, but there's been, a lot that we haven't done in the last 2 years that we're doing. So it's working, but thank you.
You have one of my favorite cardians at your clinic as well. Your TL, Sydney Capillion, is one of my favorites because not only do I know her from a personal basis, but I think she's also a true cardian at heart. So I love meeting people like you, Laura, because it's such a pleasure and it's such an honor for me to see the wonderful, caring, compassionate, capable, incredible people that we have at CARD representing us and also helping the families out there. So thank you so much. And I hope you can stay healthy and stay happy, and God willing, this is all over very soon and we get back and celebrate together.
Yes, I agree. I want to squeeze all our kids. That social distance will be very hard with all the kids. So I'm excited for that to be over eventually.
Laura, thank you so much for everything that you can do. It's been such a pleasure to be here with you. You can see in your face, you are so positive. It's just like rays of sunbeams coming out of your face. I can see why your families love you so much. Thank you for the service that you are doing. It is so invaluable.
Thank you so much. It means a lot from you too. So thank you.
It's a pleasure. You have a wonderful day, Laura. We look forward
to
hearing.
Thanks for being a CARD hero.
Thanks,
yes.
Laura.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye-bye. There's just so much joy in their faces. Wow. These just incredible people.
Right? It's incredible. At a time like this too, Shannon, when people are just depressed, and to have, I mean, I gotta tell you, if I get on a Zoom call with Laura, she's just gonna brighten my day.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
incredible.
absolutely.
Imagine
Absolutely.
if you get a chance to talk to someone like Laura and you have someone like Damian working with your kid. I mean, that's beautiful. Or Jordan, you know, any of these guys. That's amazing.
They're amazing. They're so much fun. Okay, so we're going to switch it up again and honor another person from our IT department, Luis.
Okay.
And I'm gonna slaughter his last name, although I adore the ground that he walks on. Luis, as soon as he's live, I'm going to have him say his last name so I don't slaughter it. Luis, are you there?
Yes. Hi. Hello.
How do you say your last name, Luis?
Chocoj.
Chocoj. It's, of course. Why did I not? I was afraid I would slaughter it. But Luis, thank you for being here. You are a true card hero. You work in the IT department. And I was saying that I know firsthand, I am the beneficiary of your services. You are amazing and have been amazing in this emergency, how responsive you have been to everybody's needs, how fluid you have been and your whole department has been to make sure that we have what we need so that we can work long distance. I hope you know how much it is appreciated by all of us. Thank you so much. You are really a card hero. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me too. Thank you so much.
It's such a pleasure to have you, Luis. You know, Shannon, once in a while when we're at headquarters, I get the opportunity to go down and see the IT folks, and all I can ever do to thank them is to hand out food. So I'm like going through IT and I'm offering snacks. But I got to tell you, Luis, it's so nice to have you on the show. I know how hard it is for you guys. I know that there was a ton of responsibility on all of you guys, and it must have been kind of stressful in the first few weeks because I think our IT department did double duty to get everyone on internet and Zoom and telehealth and all that good stuff. So how are things going now? I see that you're working from home like everyone else. And how are you doing? And how's this change been for you?
Well, at the beginning, yes, there was a lot of technical issues. You know, thankfully, everyone in the IT department. Shout out to our IT department, are such great, knowledgeable team that we made it. We made everyone feel at ease and feel comfortable having that transition between the office to their homes. So I would say that now we're still providing support for any issues that they might still encounter, and we try to assure them that we're still there for them and make them feel as if they're still in the office. So this get a sense of stability and sense of normality in their routine. Personal wise, I'm doing great. Quarantine at home, family is safe, so everything's going well. Working from home, it was an adjustment just because I'm so used to being in the office, walking around, talking to everyone in their different apartments, saying hello, good morning. So that was different. So now I just sit on my screen, more quiet.
Yeah, I hear you. It's kind of isolating being at home a little bit. It is, and you guys have a fun and lovely department, so I can imagine that you miss each other. But Shannon, I want to say for our viewers, it just occurred to me, it's not just that these folks in IT kind of helped about 6,000 people move on to telehealth type systems. They also had to deal with our 260 clinics closing down and making sure that everything was transferred to someone, right? And whether an OM or a supervisor or something like that. So, I mean, it was a tremendous amount of work, and Luis said it very well. They really are a very skilled and very nicely cohesive department with a lot of knowledge, and everybody worked really well together. And Luis, clearly you are one of the shining stars in that department, which is why you were nominated. And I want to thank you and say, it doesn't matter what you're doing, which department you're at. If it wasn't for you guys, none of the clinical staff at CARD could be helping anyone right now. So truthfully, we're all very indebted to you for all the work that you guys do. I know it's kind of tedious right now answering thousands of help desk tickets, but we really appreciate all the time and energy that you're putting into helping our people. because through you and through your work, we're able to help our families. So thank you very much for that, Luis.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Literally, we would not be live right now if it weren't for the work that you guys have done. And Traven also said that. He wrote in and said, make sure that, thank you from him as well. You are amazing. And thank you. And please thank everybody on the team because we're deeply indebted to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for being a card hero.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Bye.
Bye-bye. So wonderful. And I think there's a little, I'm sure that they don't necessarily love working from home, but I have to think that there's a little part of them that's happy because anytime I come around the corner into the IT department, they know something has gone really wrong and I need it fixed right then. And they're all so lovely to me and they're so kind and supportive, but I think there's a little bit of, when they see me come around the corner, there's a little bit of dread.
Unlike me, and because I have conditioned myself to food reinforcers.
What have I been? I have not been doing what you teach me. When we are back in the office, I have brought lollipops down before.
There you go.
So I have to, but still not often enough. Okay, we're getting behind here, but it's so good. I can't bear to leave them. Yeah. But we're going to travel now to two in a row from the Lynnwood office, which is really exciting. So our next hero is Emily Boober. She is a behavior therapist from Lynnwood. Is Emily with us? Emily in the house. She's getting connected. And there's some really nice things that were said. Emily!
Ah.
Hi, Emily. Can you hear and talk to us?
Hi, can you hear me now?
Yes. And when you back your head up just enough, it looks like you have Mickey Mouse ears on.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's the poster behind you. I thought, look at her. She's got Minnie Mouse ears on. Emily, thank you for joining us and being a card hero. Now, Emily was nominated, and I want to read what they wrote about her because this is super awesome. They said, Emily is one of our newest employees, and she was one of the first to step up and be willing to do home sessions. She has been confident and comfortable since day one, and she has already has such a passion for helping our kids to be successful. Emily, what a wonderful thing for people to say about you and you being so new. Thank you for all the work that you're doing.
Oh, thank you so much. It's awesome to be here. I definitely owe it to my team. They've made everything so much easier, and they're always there when I have questions, so it made it easy to be comfortable.
It's so wonderful, Emily, to have you. Tell us a little bit about yourself. It says that you're a newer Cardian. So how long have you been at Card?
It's really been about a month only.
Oh, wow.
I just finished my training a week before we switched to home sessions. So it's been a whirlwind.
Gosh. Oh my gosh, that is pretty amazing. Wow. So you just started providing therapy services, and I understand you're still going into the homes. Is that right?
Yes, yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's been a challenge, but a good challenge.
Wow.
Goodness. You got to talk to us a little bit more, Emily. Tell us what motivates you, because this is incredible to me. Shannon, when we have people who've been here for a really long time, obviously they're already hooked because of the kids and and everything we're doing. But like for someone to just finish training and then dive in and do something so courageous, it's amazing, Emily. Tell me how you came to just not walk away, but instead turn around and say, I'm in, I'm all the way. I'm going to go into the homes and I'm going to help families.
Well, really, like I said, it's my team that I worked with. They've really inspired me. They're the most hardworking people I've ever worked with. Super inspiring, training with them and seeing how they are with the kids, how passionate they are. And I just really wanted to work and get that to that place with the kids. And so I wanted to work for it and see where I could go from there. So it was really great. Just amazing team. They're really great people.
Well, I got a feeling you're going to go places, Emily, because if you could get through this last month and be as excited as you are, not knowing any other way, wait till you see what it's like when it's not crazy COVID time. You're going to really enjoy it then.
Yeah, and I have to say, like, you know, Emily, if you're already someone that we have someone writing in and nominating you, even though you've only been here for a month or two, I agree with Shannon. Not only are you going to go somewhere far, but you're already a role model. I mean, you are already doing exactly what you're talking about. Your team did for you. You're doing that for others because you're rare. You're very unique and rare. And I want to congratulate you and just tell you, if I was there, I'd give you a big hug if I was allowed to, because really, it is not an easy thing, even for very experienced therapists. It's not an easy thing to be going right now, and it's very courageous. And I really want to commend you, and I want to thank you, and good job. And I know it's difficult, and I know that you might also start doing some telehealth, which will be also another new thing to do. But good job to you, and congratulations. You truly are exactly how I saw our heroes. This is what it's about. So thank you very much, Emily, and welcome to CARD. As Shannon always says, we don't do things easy. We just take on anything, right?
That's right. Thank you so much for being a CARD hero, Emily. We're so glad that you're with us.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys bringing me on here. It's great to meet you guys.
It's great to meet you too.
Have a great day, Emily. Thank you, and be safe.
Thank you so much. You guys too.
Bye
All
now.
right, bye-bye. And it's so delightful. And now we're going to bring on her TL, her therapist liaison from her office, from the Lynnwood office. Angela Anderson is joining us right now. And we're going to talk to her as soon as there's Angela. Hi, Angela. She probably can't hear us yet. It's always fun to watch when people can hear. It's that moment.
There
Did you hear,
she is.
hear us
Hi,
now?
Angela.
Hi. So thrilled to have you here. Congratulations on being a CARD hero, and thank you for all the work that you're doing. And Angela, we just had Emily Boober on. She was the first. Yeah. Yes, that was a reaction right there. I love that. But Angela, that you were nominated as a CARD hero, and it says that even though you have just barely transitioned into the TL role, you have stepped up and that you have been doing everything from training to taking, appointments and doing whatever we need to get the kids their treatment. You are so positive, and you always are willing to do anything, including what's extra. So Angela, congratulations, and thank you for all the work that you're doing.
Thanks, guys. It means a lot to me to be recognized by my center like that. They're such a group of amazing women, and I'm blessed to be able to not only work for this company, but work for this specific center that we have.
Okay, so welcome, Angela. It's wonderful to have you on here.
Wonderful.
How terrific you are. I'm so thrilled to have you on here so we can just tell you how much we love you. And, Shannon, our TLs are the folks who are providing all the training, and therapist liaison is what TL for our viewers. And they are providing training, and they're helping all of the newer folks, newer therapists come on board. And they're also continue to provide guidance. Now, what's interesting, Angela, is that, as Shannon said, we had Emily on earlier, and Emily was saying the thing that motivated her the most were the people who, her team, the people who trained her. So that would be you. That would be you, and you would be one of the key reasons that, see, already, and this is what I love, is that this is the kind of heroism that just spreads, right? And you do something that you go so above and beyond, and you're such a positive and lovely person, and you're influencing not just all the families out there, but you are also changing the lives of people like Emily, who just started with us, and because of your positive energy and attitude, she's also on board and willing to go on and help others. So thank you for that. Yeah, I want you to realize you're influencing two groups of people here, the families, but also the therapists and the Cardians that you train.
Well, thank you so much. Like I said, it's just such an honor to be working with all of my staff, my operations manager, my CLM, you know, we just have an amazing staff that I think all goes above and beyond, and it makes it easy to want to do that for them.
How nice. How lovely. How
I
are you
have to admit, I don't know where Lynnwood is. Where is Lynnwood?
We're about 15 minutes outside of Seattle, Washington.
Right.
Okay.
Got it. And
Yeah.
how are you doing yourself working from home? How is that going for you?
I enjoy it. I like the challenges that it's brought. I already did home-based services, so it's just been expanding home-based. I started a little bit of telehealth yesterday.
Great.
So it's I welcome the challenge that it's bringing.
Yeah, telehealth is an adjustment for all of us, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And I do it from both ends. I do it as a therapist and as a parent. So as I have a 12-year-old with autism. So
oh my gosh, didn't mention that. That's amazing as well.
yes.
How are you managing there as well?
It's a challenge. Thankfully, his ABA provider is doing telehealth at the moment. The rest of his therapies have been kind of canceled, but my staff, my OM manager and my CLM have allowed me to cut back my hours so that I'm able to be in my own home doing my own ABA therapy with my own child. So it's a challenge.
See, that is okay. I'm so thank you so much for sharing that with us and with our viewers. Honestly, that is exactly when we started this project, Angela, that's kind of what I was telling Shannon. I was saying that first of all, it just bewilders me that there are people who still get up in the morning and all they think about is how can I help the other families and how can I help others? And then on top of that, there's so many people like yourself who have their own things as well to handle, whether it's a child on the spectrum at home or other issues at home. And God bless you. And I hope that this time goes smoothly and easily for you. And you are a role model, Angela. That's incredible that you're juggling all of that. And this is exactly the type of thing we wanted to spotlight on this show. Just to let the world know that there are people as strong as you are. Good job. And congratulations for being such an amazing person. Thank you.
Thank you, Doreen.
That's
amazing.
Isn't it? And I, you know, I'm a poor second, but let me just say from my end too, thank you. You're an inspiration, parent to parent. I can't even imagine how you're doing that. But thank you, because you are changing the world inside your home and outside your home. So thank you. And thank you for being a card hero.
Thank you to my staff for nominating me. It just makes my heart so filled to know, you know, that
they appreciate you. And so do we.
Yes. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Angela.
Good luck to you. Be well.
Thank you. You too.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
Wow.
Wow, indeed. What a, I don't know whether they can still see us or not. I'm on a weird view here. There we go. Okay, so what an incredible day. Now, I got to be honest that Dr. Grampiche and I need to be in a little bit of cahoots with you guys, because our next hero on the list isn't here with us yet. We're hoping to have her join in the next 2 days while we're still doing this. But there's somebody that we're probably going to have to coerce her to be on the show and not tell her that she's being on to be honored as a hero, because she won't come for that. She'll come if we tell her that, you know, we need her to talk about something to the parents, then she'll be of service. But if we just tell her it's for her to be a hero, she won't come. And of course, I'm talking about the amazing Julie Cornack. And I don't know if you want to talk about her for a couple of seconds, Dr. Grampiche.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, you know, Julie is incredible. She's one of the most intelligent people I have ever met. She's one of the most capable, talented people I have ever met. And on top of that, she's one of the most dedicated, empathetic people I have ever met. Put all that together. She's passionate about helping our families, and she's smart enough to do it on a global level. And so, you know, one of the things that she has now accomplished on our behalf is that she has managed to get pretty much all of our payers on board. When they don't agree to these services, Julie will go after the law, find the segments of the law and basically throw it at them and make sure that people adhere to the intention of the law, which is to be able to provide access to care. So I'm hoping that over the next couple of days, we'll be able to get Julie on here and honor her, because she doesn't just help, one person or another. All these changes that she makes through her incredible legislative work are tremendous, and they don't just help us at CARD, they help all of our families. And so I'm very, very proud of her and just happy to be able to bring her on.
And so many of over the years, so many of you have written in and you've been denied health insurance for autism for various and sundry reasons. Maybe it's because your kiddo is 13. Maybe it's, and the state law said that it would only pay up until 11, or, all these reasons. And Julie is the one who's gone after that for you and gone and worked at it from a legal standpoint and made sure that that nobody's being refused for reasons that don't make sense. And she's really a mover and shaker, and has done some incredible work to make sure that so many of you have access to the things that you need during this emergency. So she really needs to be called out as a CARD hero, and we'll find a way to lure her on. We'll tell her that she has to talk about the Mental Health Parity Act. That usually gets her. This particular passion of hers, and then we'll switch the tables on her and honor her as a hero. But we're almost out of time, and I wanted to take just a couple of quick seconds to thank everybody for being here and acknowledging our heroes with us, because man, aren't they inspirational. I want to thank Dr. Grant-Piché. I want to remind you that we're going to continue doing this for 2 more days. So we still have the Thursday edition and the Friday edition, and we're really excited about the people that we're going to bring you then. I want to point out that we are still doing Autism Live in the mornings. So we're doing the morning show, and tomorrow on the show we have Bonnie Yates is going to be joining us, a special education attorney, and she will be with us talking about all the things that you guys are worried about. She'll be here talking about that. And then, so that's tomorrow. Then on Friday, we're having the fabulous Julie Matthews from Nourishing Hope. She's going to talk about the whole nutrition piece. That'll be on Autism Live on Friday morning. But in the afternoon show, and these are limited edition just this week, tomorrow and Friday afternoon, we will be talking about CARD heroes. And let me just say that on Friday, it will be very extra special, because not only it'll be our last show of this, but it's also Dr. Grant-Piché's birthday, and she is the ultimate CARD hero. So make sure that you tune in on Friday so that we can all say thank you to her as well on her birthday. I love that that's how you want to spend your birthday, celebrating heroes.
We're doing a lot of webinars with you on Friday, Shannon.
That's right, and it will be very exciting. It's like it's my birthday. That's what it's like. That's how I'd want to spend my birthday. But it's amazing that she wants to spend her birthday with us. So thrilled, and we got about 1 minute. So Dr. Grant-Piché, what would you like to say?
I think you said it all, and thank you so much, Shannon. I want to thank all of our viewers. It's very kind of everyone to join us as we honor our heroes. And it's really not just about CARD. I think all of our viewers would agree that there's someone in our lives, no matter who it is, who is our local hero, right? I mean, sometimes at night here, Shannon, we order food sometimes because we don't have anything in the fridge. And some of these guys who are driving up to deliver food, some of our, our mail delivery guy, a lot of these folks are in some way or another heroes. They're not sitting home and just, able to order. They're out there working, exposing themselves more and more, and just kind of keeping the world going. And I think to that extent, I want to thank all of those folks. And I want to encourage our families also. This is a time where we get to really exercise kindness. So be kind to each other, and thank you so much for joining us. And we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow.
Can I tell you that yesterday I had a moment, a reality check moment, where it's pouring rain here in Los Angeles, and I heard a noise outside, and my dog was barking like a crazy person, and I had ordered a case of gluten-free rice cakes, because that's my reality. And the UPS driver had pulled up and heaved the box onto our driveway into a puddle. And and my dog was freaking out. And I was like, what's going on? And then I saw it in the puddle, and I saw him wait to see that I saw that it was there. And there was just a moment where the old Shannon from a month ago, I was like, why would he do? And then I stopped for a minute and I was like, reality check, that poor guy. It had to have been 7:30 at night when he did it. And he'd been working in the rain for probably 13 hours, and putting his life at risk to get us rice cakes so that I can continue to feed my son. And I gave him the thumbs up, and I cheered, and I hope he didn't think that I was like saying, I'm going to hit you with my fists. Right? Because what I was trying to say was, this guy was a hero. But for a second, I was like, did he just throw? Oh, wait a second. COVID reality, what he just did was amazing. So yes, we salute all of those people because they're the heroes. But honestly, the top of my list, we'll talk about it on Friday. You're at the top of my list.
Thank you, Shannon. I love you very much. Thank you, everyone.
We're out of time, but if you are a card family, make sure you're joining us tonight on tonight's webinar. And check your email to see that. But everybody else will be back here in the morning with Bonnie Yates on Autism Live. Until then, give your kiddos a hug from me and one for you too. Bye-bye for now.
Bye.